Really? Really? You're gonna do that to me, fan? Of all things, why does this fan have to be on? This is like my best background to do this following video. And then that fan has to, I don't know, ruin it. It's a nice day today. It's hot, sweating. Just came back from school. Got an itch in my eye. So I'm gonna go inside and we're going to discuss what we're gonna be doing in this video. I'll see you guys then. So that was unfortunate. Freaking whatever that thing is, a fan, something that belongs to the house. I don't know what you call it. Just has to interrupt. I hate it when that happens. But anyway, oh, by the way, that's that picture right there. Oh, it's the drawings. It's from that drawings video I did like back in January earlier this year. I'll leave a link to that video in the description. But today we're gonna be doing a celebration. Like, we're going to celebrate me reaching 1,000 views on the Me at the Zoo video. Because I've never gotten that much views, you guys. And I know. Because that it was the video. Gosh, what was that video called? It was like the drawings video. It has a sorry, I'm recording on my phone, so it's shaking a lot. I don't have a tripod like a real camera. But anyway, it has like a complicated title. Like, it's for YouTubers. Like, the title is saying like it's for this YouTuber. It's for four YouTube. This is for. I'm so stupid sometimes. This is my brother's freaking doing that, dude. I might have to go in the bathroom and record this, but I don't want to. So we're going to be doing a celebration video on that opening Cars Toys with my dad video after reaching over 100 views, and Me at the Zoo video reaching over 1,000 views, and finally that drawings video reaching over 100 views. Alright, so today I'm going to be showing you how to draw Turbo the Snail from the movie Turbo. First, I have to say is Turbo was just such an underrated DreamWorks animation movie. Just so out of the picture. Like, Turbo failed to be a DreamWorks picture, just so unpopular. You know, like comparing it to Shrek, Trolls, The Boss Baby. Yeah, not only Turbo, but 2015's DreamWorks Home. That barely got attention either. The Croods, I have to say that movie got a little bit of attention, and then it lost it until the sequel came out around Christmas in 2020, last year. So, what were we talking about in this video? I got so off topic, dude. I don't even know what I'm doing. We're going to draw Turbo, and the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how I designed my Turbo. So, what I did was, you know what, I'll explain it when it's time. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm such a bad YouTuber sometimes. But anyway, let's get right into it, okay?
Stop it.
Cool, I don't need anything in there. Small pencil. That is really a small pencil, but it's not the smallest pencil in the world. The smallest pencil, it goes on to like right. So as you can see, I have my art set up, have my piece of paper, have the world's smallest pencil that I just showed you a minute ago. And now let's get started. So what I'm going to want to do, you know what, I'm going to use a freaking charcoal pencil. Let's make sure that is sharpened. It's not plugged in. Okay. So the art starts now. What I'm going to do is I'm going to do a slight, and you see, not sure if you can see it, you just start with a little line right there and make sure it looks just like that. I mean, it doesn't have to, because what does it matter? But make sure it looks something like that, because that's going to be his bottom. And then I'm going to draw like something. And then to continue it, you're going to want to draw a little curve right there. That's how I did it. Sorry, the phone is on a vegetable box. So now I'm going to do this. So you see that big old line, and then it kind of makes a slight curve at the top. You're gonna want to do that. And now let's do the next part. So it might be small, so you can barely see it. I'll try to do that. See this? Where's my pencil? There it is. This slight curve, that's gonna be his eye holder thing. What holds his eye? So we're going to draw his eye all right here. So let me take a minute and draw his other side's eye. Now, I drew that circle because that's the other side, his other eye. Because to give it detail, notice that the back of his eye on this other eye that's going to be here, the back of that eye is going to be right here, behind it. So we're going to draw this one first, but first we're going to give it a little detail. So we're actually going to take this little eraser. Sorry about that. It works on a little bit on charcoal. You're going to want to slightly erase that little half side of the circle. And I'm going to, let me show you. So, hold on, this is taking a minute. So you guys see, I gave it like that real, like detail. So you're gonna want to do that. And now I'm going to draw this line. So let me do that really quick. So I did that. I did that line where I show you how to do that. And now we're going to do his other eye. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna draw a U. So what you want to do is you want to draw a U right there to make the start of his other eye. And then we're going to draw a big circle right there. Let me show you how. So, starting like this. Now because I kind of messed up on the first one, make sure you did that. Okay? Because his other eye is going to be a different expression. It's going to be like this. I'll show you. So we're going to put those eyelids again. So we're going to do this again. So, hold on, I kind of messed up right there really quick. Doing that. And so I gave it that slight detail where I put his eyelids and I gave him his eyeball and I did that. So if you don't want to do this face expression, I'm going to be giving that little kind of face expression, but he's smiling. So I'm going to draw his eyes now. We're going to learn to draw his pupils. So what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to draw a circle and then another circle inside. Like that. Something like that. And then don't worry about coloring in, because if you're using marker, you can just color in the eye black, the black in the middle of the eye, the main pupil part. But if you're using a crayon or a a colored pencil, then you can or a normal pencil, if you want to, you can use your normal pencil and color in the middle of his eye. But I'm going to use colored pencils to fill this in, so I'm going to use a black colored pencil. I'm talking so much. So we're going to want to do the same thing as we did in the other eye. Like that. And there you have his eyes. They're not finished yet, so don't worry. We will continue them. But for now, we're going to work on the back end of his head. So what you're going to do is you're going to do that. See that? You're going to do that slight lane change. That's what I like to call it, changing lanes like you're on a road. Like that. And then you're going to want to continue it down. Like something like that. Like this. Drop my charcoal. Hold on, let me give it just a minute so I can pick it back up. Okay, now I've got my pencil. I picked it up off the filthy floor. But anyways, for the mouth, I'm going to show you what I do. So that's his mouth, but that's the top part of his mouth. You're gonna want to draw that slight bottom circle, looking like he has a closed mouth. But I'm going to show you how I draw his teeth. That's his teeth. So you're gonna want to draw a half circle on like that. And there, he looks like he has teeth. And that's basically his face. I guess his face is done. So all we gotta do now is the challenging part, drawing the shell. This is gonna be quite challenging, so hang in there. Oh, we're starting his shell now. So I brought out the turbo, just so you know what I'm talking about. We're going to draw this slight lip. See that red thing that kind of starts his shell? We're going to do that red lip. So I'm going to show you how to draw that. So we're gonna do this. We're going to make this light lip. It's pretty simple, really. It just takes a little bit of detail to make sure, to take a little bit of skill. But see there, that's his lip. That's the shell tip, or whatever you want to call it. I call it a lip, but well, you can call it whatever you want. I don't really care. So that's that part of the shell. Now we're going to work on the bottom shape of the shell. We're going to work on right here, the shape on the bottom. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna draw a slight bottom half circle right there. I hope you guys can see good, because sometimes my camera isn't all that good. It's all blurry. But you do that, and then I'm going to show you how to draw his back. So you're gonna want to continue it up, and then you're going to want. This is a good segue into the scoop on the top of his shell. You're going to want. Normally, if his shell didn't have a scoop, that would be down here. But since his shell has a big scoop on the top, we're going to draw this like that, because that's. See, as you see, it's hard for me to explain because I barely can use my words. But you can. Oh my gosh! Let me get a good angle. You can see that as his shell continues up, the scoop continues with the shell. So I hope you should know what I mean by now. So that's what I drew. So make sure you did that, and that's how I draw it. Okay, then you're gonna want to do. Now we're gonna start drawing his scoop. So now you're gonna want to put that right there. That little line going down, like drooping, going up, taking a road trip, and then going down the mountain. And then we're going to draw this part of the scoop, the other side. So you're going to want to draw upside down uppercase U, like that. You're going to want to make sure that line kind of traces with the top. And then we will color this in, don't worry, but we're going to color it in at the end of the tutorial. And I'm not actually going to record me coloring it in, because I'm pretty sure it doesn't matter what color you guys draw. You can draw whatever color you want. It doesn't have to be turbo. But now we're going to work on his... Now we're going to draw like a little horseshoe. It looks like a little horseshoe. We're going to draw a smaller U in the inside, and then you connect it. See that? You connect it, and that's how that scoop is in the front. Now we're going to work on the shape at the top of the shell. So now we're going to draw a slight... No. Let me erase that. Sorry if there's so many mistakes on this video, you guys. I just lately haven't been recording from camera. I usually been doing animation gotcha videos, so I'm not used to it. There, that's better. So, you're gonna want to draw a thing that looks just like that, and that's gonna be his shell. And we have completed the shell shape. Now we're going to edit the swirl. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw the swirl. So the swirl looks something like that. So don't mind me, that's how I drew the swirl. So that's how it's gonna be. So now we're going to work on his little exhaust things on the side that look pretty cool. What you're gonna do is don't worry, you're not gonna mess up because this is actually part of the shell. You're going to draw that slight line right there in the middle of the camera. You can see it, right? And then you're going to add a slight turn on that thing. A slight turn right there. And then you're going to connect them by doing this. Drawing kind of a tilted line like that. And then you're going hold on really quick. You're going to want to do that bottom detail thing on the bottom. See that? Up and then going slightly down as a circle. And then you're going to want to draw... Sorry, hold on. This paper isn't really good. You're going to want to draw... I'm losing light, oh my gosh. This slight up thing. Where it draws slightly up. That right there. So that is how you draw his exhaust, except we're going to give it little bars. So give me just a minute. So you're going to draw that draw those 3 bars, and then I'll show you how to color it in at the end. And then I do this, just to give it a slight detail. Is I give it kind of an outsiding outline. I draw a line outside the thing, and then I draw a line outside of the bottom. That's how I design my turbo exhausting. And then I'm going to want to make the swirl slightly thick, just to color it in. So now your swirl should look something like that. So my friends, have completed the side of his shell. Now we're going to draw the background slogan, not the slogan. I'm not using the correct words today. We're going to draw that white paper part that holds his 5. So we're gonna want to do this. So we draw that line coming from the scoop. And just to let you know, I put a little line in the scoop, and that's supposed to be there for me. For my drawing, it is. And then you're gonna want to draw a slight thing going down like that. And then I'm going to show you what to do for the other side, just to make it perfect. There. You're going to want to do that other line. And that's how you draw the front of his shell, my friends. So that, we're not finished yet, but that is how you draw half his shell, and we're almost done. Just hang in there. We're going to trace his lucky 5 right there. So we're going to do that by tracing like this. And actually, guys, that's the 5, but don't worry if you're using marker, or I don't know if it really matters or anything, but if you're gonna leave it white, you might want to erase it. But if you're coloring it in, don't worry about the slight lane turn there, because we will be coloring it in, and you won't even tell if it's there. So don't worry about that. That was a slight mistake on my part. I'm not worrying about it. I'm just telling you guys. Try not to worry about it. So, what I'm going to do is, I'm not sure if you guys can see it because it's really small, but that slight, this part, I'm going to draw a line like that, and then we're going to continue it up like that. That's going to be his strap, his red line going around the shell from that to the top to the bottom from the back. So we're actually not drawing his back, so don't worry about his back. We're going to draw that exact line. So hold on, wait a minute. That was kind of a mistake on my part. So now you're gonna wanna do this with it. You're gonna wanna do that. Make sure it's 2 lines. And then you're gonna wanna continue it down like that. And that's how you complete his side of his shell. Now I will be right back. This video is not gonna end because we're not done with the celebration yet, but I'm going to plug my phone in because it's about to die, and I hate it when my phone does that while I'm making a video. So I'll see you in the next 10 minutes-ish. There's half of his shell. Now, just a little update. My phone, like I said, was gonna die. And so I plugged it in, was just chilling, watching TV with my brother.
He fell asleep.
I fell asleep. And while I was asleep, my mom got home, and excuse me. Excuse me again. Sorry. So she got home and she brought us Chinese food just for proof. She got us Chinese food. I had lo mein and steamed rice with salt, because that's how I like my meals from Panda Express or Panda Buffet, whatever. And I actually, before starting this video, this part of the video, correction, I got the paper a little dirty by the grease. Oh, I'm surprised the camera can barely see it, but you guys can like see little like marks, like little greasy marks from the grease. So I'm sorry if when I'm showing up close, it's going to look like that. I didn't think. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put my iPad down as a board. My iPad's not all that small, so I guess I can use it. So just saying, if you see anything weird on the paper, it's probably because of what I ate and the grease from it. But yeah, let's get painting. So now we're going to start on the rest of his scoop. So here you're gonna want to. That, my friends, you're going to want. It's kind of hard to show because I don't have skill anymore because I just woke up. You're gonna want to draw. See that line going down? There's not that much light. Oh my gosh. I'm sure you can see it, but like this line right there. That's what you're supposed to put on, and then you're going to repeat that. You're going to do that again, but you're going to take a turn up, and then I'll show you. So you're going to do that again. You should see the difference now. Sorry if there's loud noise. If there's loud noise, sorry for that. The curve right there. Look at paper. Is this paper alive or something? So this curve, this thing right there, it goes down inside the scoop. Make sure it's not outside. And that's his scoop. And now, my friends, we have finally completed his shell. Now all we have to do is draw on the spoiler, and we will get to that in just a minute. So, as you see, his spoiler is not actually the shape of his spoiler in the movie, but rather I would cut it right about here if I were to, because his spoiler isn't really that long. It should be a little bit shorter, but hey, I'm not being ungrateful. I still love my little turbo guy. But I'm not actually going to draw his shell like that. I mean, not his shell, his spoiler. So what you're going to do is you're going to draw a line. You're going to draw a line away from the spoiler. I mean, not away from the... I'm so used to working on the spoiler, it's making me say the spoiler. Away from the shell. And then you're going to do this. Make sure it's outside, away, pointing away from the shell. You're going to do... You're going... Where is it? There it is. You're going to do that little connection on the edge. It looks like I just took that thing and pulled it out a little bit. So now you're gonna draw a straight line connecting it to the shell right there. You see that? Straight line right there. So then you're going to do the same thing on the top. Not all the way on the top though, watch. So you see the top there? I drew a big long line, but then you'll notice I drew a tiny itty bitty speck of a turn down because I'm going to show you why I put that there. So again, you're going to draw the same line pointing away from the shell. Small words, there it is. See that line kind of sticking, looks like it's sticking out the scoop? You draw that right there, and then you're going to connect it to the spoiler. And where is it? There it is. See that little connection thing that I updated? I added that little thing right there, finishing it off. Now I'm going to show you. So you're going to draw a little star. Not yet. Not until I show you where to put it. See that little star right there? Draw that in that exact spot. Okay. And then you're going to want to draw a line. And the line next to it, going, see that little star where it is? Going down. Like, it's making it look like it's sticking out of the scoop. Now you're going to draw a line right here. So many lines. Sorry about that. You're going to draw that line. See it? I drew it in the spoiler. There it is. Going to want to draw that. And then you're going to finish it off by connecting it. See, I gave it a little update. I did a thing over it, and that's how it is. So now I'm going to draw the sticks, or whatever you want to call them, the stuff that holds them. So you draw that little stick, holding it looks like it's holding the spoiler, and then you're going to draw you're going to draw on a little, kind of looks like the edge of a arrow. You're going to want to draw that for the other side of that stick to make it look thick, so it actually is holding it. And that, I believe, my friends, is it. Oh, that is not it. I still have to draw his little thing, his little tail thing at the back of him. I don't know what it's called. So you're going to want to do that. So you draw a little line there. And then you're going to want to draw a curve, looking like you're going to turn. Like you're going to turn off if you're on the street. Like that. And now that's it. Now I'm going to take some time to color this in, so it'll take me a moment, so I'll be right back. And that is him. That is how I draw my Turbo. Obviously I didn't record myself coloring him in, I added the Turbo logo on the top. Not really detailed, but yeah. So I put shade on his eyes. You know, like that shade, that fade motion. Added his teeth, added his secondary skin color, his spoiler, the stick, the scoop, little text right there. I didn't actually write words, but that's just what's there on the real shell. The things, swirl. Oh, by the way, so just note that his swirl is a lot skinnier than that. But the turquoise part where I tried, let me adjust the brightness. The turquoise part where I tried to show him, I was meant to draw the dark blue, because that's how it is on the real Turbo. Sorry, it's hard for me to explain. But other than that, we have the 5, the scoop, Turbo logo. So that is my Turbo toy. What else we got? We got Chinese food. Now I'm going to show you guys how I made my turbo and how I improved him. I didn't actually make him from scratch, but I'm actually going to be redecorating him on the eyes. So before I get into that, I just want to show off the detail. So what I did was I colored this right here because it used to be blue and it used to be plain. What I did, I colored this, the stick, because it was blue and it wasn't supposed to be like that. And I added the 5. It's kind of hard to see. Let me adjust the brightness. See if it's better to see. Oh well, it looks like it won't let me do that. Oh well, doesn't let me do that. But yeah, there's a black 5 right there. There, I think you can see it better. So we got the white thing going on. We got this thing too. What else? And I added the lip, like I showed you guys earlier. And I colored on the white and that. I added that thing, and I'm going to fix that too. So, and then, so I'm going to remove this. And as you noticed, I might have changed the blue tone on the shell. And it's more, like I said, it's more of a darker blue. Oh look, you guys can finally see the 5 right here. You can finally see it. So, really quick, my brother and my mom, my arguing brother and mom, have left the house and they're going to cook. She's making pizza for dinner tonight for me as a celebration. And she can't cook it on her stove because she says something's wrong with, I don't know, she just says something's wrong with it, that she can hardly cook. So she's going to go over there to our neighbors to use their oven. And now that my brother went with her, my arguing brother went with her, so they're gone. Now I can do this video in peace. But before they left, please, sorry about that. Please pardon the background noise. But back into the video. As you notice, I changed his shell color. I didn't really change it, but I just changed the blue tone. And I kept the dark blue. You can barely see it, but maybe you can see it better on the other side. Hold on. Yeah, you can kind of see it. It's slightly a different color. So, that's how I changed my turbo. I'm actually going to record myself changing his eye color, so I'll see you in just a second. Now, I have to take this marker, this paint marker, painter. It's like paint, but it's a marker. Isn't that cool? Paint his eyes. If this doesn't work, I am never gonna forgive myself. Okay, color over the eye. And there, see, one of his eyes are covered. Now let's do that with the other eye. So I'm going to trace the eye white. And this paint is kind of thick, so it can be easy to drip. So I need to be careful. So there, now he looks like a dude with no eyes. It looks like he's dead. Now I'm going to... Oh, I did that already. Well, I was going to improve his mouth, but it already got improved. Now we're going to take away the text right here because it's just a waste of detail. So now I'm going to take this blue paint marker, and I'm going to cover it up. I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. So that, my friends, is how you cover that thing up. And I just decided to cover it up because it's just a waste of detail. To me, it just takes up a lot of space between that strap red part and that blue space. So I just decided to get rid of it. So I believe that's really all. Oh shoot, I'm touching his eye. Oh crap. Take out the white again. Oh, I hope I don't touch the sides where I colored on. I'm gonna take this. And please note that I'm doing this again because I accidentally touched his eye while it was drying. And the paint kind of went away, went onto my hand. Okay, that should be good. Let me just fix the scoop really quick. Now I'm going to fix the background for the 5. No, I'm probably going to need to gloss this thing after. Because for me, gloss kind of protects the paint and makes it shiny at the same time. To those who don't know what gloss is. My grandma's lived for years because, you know, she's 71. And even she didn't even know what gloss is. Like I told her, I think I need gloss for this thing, and she didn't even know what it was. Like she was like, what? What's gloss? So there, I fixed the 5 background, and I'm probably going to gloss this thing again. See, I kind of made it more thicker. And there's his no eyes. Got rid of the detail, the text. You can barely see that. Hold on. Me freaking my lazy hands. See, I mean, I missed some white there, but I'm going to cover that with some red. Okay, so we're going to wait a minute for it to dry. Be right back. So as you see, I drawed his eyelids on the turbo using this marker of Tricks. And yeah, that's how I decorate my turbo. I'm not done with his eyes yet, but yeah, that's basically the video. That's basically it. We reached 1,000 views on that Me at the Zoo. great job. So I would like to thank everyone for helping me reach almost 1,500 not subs, views on the Me at the Zoo video. This is kind of a celebration video. But even though the bottle's empty, cheers. I want to give you cheers. Cheers to 1,000 views on the Me at the Zoo video. That was fake. That was so empty. That was so fake. But just pretend it was full. I mean, a man, a freaking 13-year-old with autism has to have his soda. So, yeah. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a big thumbs up. Share the video with others if you feel comfortable. Like and subscribe for more content. And I'll see you guys in the next future or something. See you later.